has a right to them. And in there, and when we set our affections on Christ, and He becomes our treasure, and we hunger and thirst and long after Him, therein lies our peace and our joy and contentment. Therein lies our salvation. Salvation from what? Saved from God. We are saved by God. We are saved for God. We are saved from God. So, yeah, we're saved from God because we are saved from sin. Yeah, we are saved from sin. We are saved from hell. But hell is hell not because the devil's there. Hell. When a lot of people, we look at hell like this, like when we go to hell, the devil's going to be down there torturing us. No, the person who goes to hell is going to go to hell, and it's going to be hell because God is there in His wrath, eternal, ineffable, infinite wrath, and they're going to suffer it for all of eternity. And the devil is going to be as well. So, yeah, we are saved by God, from God, for God. We're saved from sin. We're saved from the curse of the law. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to read you guys a little bit about Deuteronomy 28. Just a second. Yes, ma'am.
I wanted to ask you a question.
Okay.
On your phone, do you have an app for how to make your phone brighter? I mean, the tablet brighter or not brighter?
Yeah. You want me to turn yours up?
Well, I have one at home. I just wanted to know what's the app that you have to push for it.
You just pull from the top down,
Okay.
and then you do it again, and you'll see a row like a line, and you can move that back and forth to brighter to less than bright.
Yeah, 'cause my tablet is so dark, especially when it's really dark as I'm watching it. I can't see nothing.
I know, isn't that frustrating?
Yeah, so that's why I asked you.
Here, I'll show you how. On mine. So, if I want to turn this up, go like this, and then I do it one more time. This is mine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes, that way I can see.
Yeah, because we want you to see.
I have bad eyes anyway, and not being so dark, I can't see it.
Right. So I'm going to go to... I want to tell you guys a little bit about what happened to Christ on the cross. Deuteronomy 28. So... just so you guys know, in Galatians, Scripture says that Christ became a curse for us. So, I want to read Deuteronomy 28 to you guys. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow His commands, I will give you today, the Lord your God will that I give you, help me. If you fully obey the Lord your God and carefully follow all His commands I give you today, the Lord your God will set you high above all the nations on the earth. Sound like America? All these blessings will come on you and accompany you if you obey the Lord your God. You will be blessed in the city and blessed in the country. The fruit of your womb will be blessed in the crops of your land and the young of your livestock, the calves of your herds and the lambs of your flocks. Your basket and your kneading trough will be blessed. You will be blessed when you come in and blessed when you go out. The Lord will grant that the enemies who rise up against you will be defeated before you. They will come at you from one direction and flee from you in seven. The Lord will send a blessing on your barns and on everything you put your hands to. The Lord your God will bless you in the land He is giving you. The Lord will establish you as His holy people, as He promised you on oath, if you keep the commands of the Lord your God and walk in obedience to Him. Then all the peoples on the earth will see that you are called by the name of the Lord, and they will fear you. The Lord will grant you abundant prosperity in the fruit of your womb, the young of your livestock, in the crops of your ground, in the land He swore to your ancestors to give you. The Lord will open the heavens, the storehouses of His bounty, to send rain on your land in season and to bless all the works of your hands. You will lend to many nations, but will borrow from none. The Lord will make you the head and not the tail. If you pay attention to the commands of the Lord your God that I give you this day and carefully follow them, you will always be at the top, never at the bottom. Do not turn aside from any of the commands that I give you today to the right or to the left, following other gods and serving them. Now that's the good news. However, if you do not obey the Lord your God and do not carefully follow all his commands and decrees I'm giving you today, all these curses will come on you and overtake you. You will be cursed in the city. When you read this, when you hear this, think about Christ. When it says that Christ became a curse for us. You will be cursed in the city and cursed in the country. Your basket and your kneading trough will be cursed. The fruit of your womb will be cursed. The crops of your land and the calves of your herds and the lambs of your flocks. You will be cursed when you come in and cursed when you go out. The Lord will send on you curses, confusion, and rebuke in everything you put your hand to, until you are destroyed and come to sudden ruin because of the evil you have done in forsaking him. When I think of that, I think of Jeremiah, where God says, what fault did you guys find in me? Did your fathers find in me that you strayed so far away from me? I hear the heart of the Father broken in this. What fault did your fathers find in me that you strayed so far away from me? The Lord will plague you with diseases until he has destroyed you from the land you are entering to possess. The Lord will strike you with wasting disease, with fever and inflammation, with scorching heat and drought, with blight and mildew, which will plague you until you perish. The sky over your head will be bronze, the ground beneath you iron. The Lord will turn the rain of your country into dust and powder. It will come down from the skies until you are destroyed. The Lord will cause you to be defeated before your enemies. You will come at them from one direction, but flee from them in seven. You will become a thing of horror to all the kingdoms on earth. Your carcasses will be found. Your carcasses will be food for all the birds and the wild animals, and there will be no one to frighten them away. The Lord will afflict you with the boils of Egypt, with the tumors, festering sores, and the itch. And Americans wonder why there's so much cancer in this country. The Lord will afflict you with the madness, with blindness and confusion of mind. Look around, see how many people that are completely out of their mind talking to themselves. This right here in Scripture. America's under God's judgment. It's not that it's coming. It's already here. The Lord will afflict you with madness, blindness, and confusion of mind. At midday you will grope about like a blind person in the dark. You will be unsuccessful in everything you do. Day after day you will be oppressed. Oppressed means the troubling of the mind. In everything you do, day after day, you will be oppressed and robbed, with no one to rescue you. You will be plagued. You will be pledged to be married to a woman, but another will take her and rape her. You will build a house, but you will not live in it. You will plant a vineyard, but you will not even begin to enjoy its fruit. Your ox will be slaughtered before your eyes, but you will eat none of it. Your donkey will be forcibly taken from you and will not be returned. Your sheep will be given to your enemies, and no one will rescue them. Your sons and daughters will be given to another nation, and you will wear out your eyes watching for them day after day, powerless to lift a hand. A people that you do not know will eat what your land and labor produce, and you will have nothing but cruel oppression all your days. The sights you see will drive you mad. The Lord will afflict your knees and legs with painful boils that cannot be cured, spreading from the soles of your feet to the top of your head. The Lord will drive you and the king you set over you to it. The Lord will drive you and the king you set over you to a nation unknown to you and your ancestors. There you will worship other gods, gods of wood and stone. You will become a thing of horror, a byword, and an object of ridicule among all the peoples where the Lord will drive you. You will sow much seed in the field, but you will harvest little, because locusts will devour it. You will plant vineyards and cultivate them, but you will not drink the wine or gather the grapes, because worms will eat them. You will have olive trees throughout your country, but you will not use the oil, because the olives will drop off. You will have sons and daughters, but you will not keep them, because they will go into captivity. 7 out of 10 Americans have either been locked up, are locked up, or know somebody that is locked up, and that was like 10 years ago. Probably, no, 20 years ago. You can imagine what it is now. Swarms of locusts will take over all your trees and the crops of your land. The foreigners who reside among you, listen to this one. Tell me if this ain't true. The foreigners who reside among you will rise above you higher and higher, but you will sink lower and lower. They will lend to you, but you will not lend to them. They will be the head, but you will be the tail. Tell me you don't see that in America. All these cures will come on you. All these curses will come on you. They will pursue you and overtake you until you are destroyed because you did not obey the Lord your God and observe the commands and decrees he gave you. They will be a sign and a wonder to you.